the scoreboard is out, and I just lost my thing. Oh, there it is. Oh, welcome to the live feed. All right, good evening, and welcome back to Icetown Carlsbad, soon to be known as Ice Realm Carlsbad, for the third game of the Surf and Turf Showcase, which features white versus green. If you were with us earlier today, and I hope you were, you know that white came back from a 2-0 deficit to beat black 3-2 this afternoon, and then green was defeated by gray 4-2 in the late game before dinner, so mid-afternoon, late afternoon. So this is kind of a knockout game, right? The way the tournament is set up. If you, they're going to have a round robin, so play first game this afternoon, second game tonight, and then best records will play each other, and then the other two teams will play each other as well. The 3v4 game is the early game. The championship game is the late game. When I say late, I mean like starts at 12:30 or 12 o'clock. We'll have that information for you later. The early game starts at like 8:30. So what you've got right now is you've got. I'm sorry, white won that game 3-2. So white is 1-0 plus 1. Green is 0-1 minus 2. And then black is 0-1 minus 1. And gray is 1-0 plus 2. So if it were to end today, white would play, well, end right now, white would play gray. But that's why we play the game. So we're going to see what we're going to see here in this particular game. So looks like this time, once again, James has got the far bench, so he's got green again, second time. And the two D1 coaches, the Alaska Anchorage coach and the Sioux Falls Stampede coach, and I probably should learn their names. I've been introduced. I just stupid and can't remember it. They're on this bench. And we're going to play 18-minute periods, which explains why this is an hour and 15 minutes. So, nice. This guy Menzel gives Gavin Lynch crap for not playing. Gavin broke his collarbone twice this season, so there's a legitimate reason why he's not playing. In case you were curious. All right, so we're getting ready to get started. We've got some number corrections from this morning that we'll get to as appropriate. Green wins the face-off, and the music continues. Sammy Albano's got it. He gets pushed out by Reuben Clark. And now 33, that's Barreto, I believe, is fighting for the puck, and he flips it into the white zone, but white's going to take it back. Looks like they've kept Albano, Bailey, and Ryan together. That was a very effective line. And on the other side, they kept Clark. And it's Clark, not Clarn. That was a typo on my sheet. Reuben Clark, Cole Davidson, and Leo Smoot-Burko together. And that was also an effective line. So these are two good number one lines, to be very honest with you. So a couple of corrections for you. Noel Hurl is wearing 34. That was a guy I couldn't figure out who he was earlier. Thought he was wearing 31, and he's not. 31 is actually worn by Hayden Stalakia. He's a defenseman, so that explains that. The other correction I've got is C.J. Lucy's wearing 27. He was the individual I couldn't figure out. He was supposed to get 36, but he ended up with 27, and that's fine. Just that information did not get from the people handing out the jerseys to me. You want to know who handed out the jerseys? Me. So slight error there. Let me get back to the action. Is 30 green out would be Carson Sheldon. Moving with the puck in the corner, but Smoot-Burko tried to hit Clark going by, and it ended up staying on the wall. And Clark's got it. He's going to get it across here to, that would be Owen Berengolts, who has it, brings it in. Now the puck is going to come back out. Yep, it's going to come out and go across the ice. His teams change. And it's taken off of that stick by Davidson. Now it's played out of the middle. And this is Waldschmidt trying to chase it down. It's poked back towards the middle of the ice. As both teams completely changed. 27 is C.J. Lucy, so he's got the puck. He just passed it off. And it's now coming out of his zone. Now it's picked off by 54. That looks like Tristan Sherwood as he comes in and can't get the shot on net. So he played in the gray game. He's kind of our floating expert here. Next, that's Corey Sieczkowski is wearing 54 tonight for white. And it looks like double threes is going to be Tristan Sherwood, so I will make that adjustment. All right, so it works. Puck comes in, 26 has got a 26 is Kai Menzel for white. And then he heads back to the line as Sieczkowski gets it back to the point. It's sent across to Menzel. He's challenged, 33, it's shot, and scored. And Tristan Sherwood puts white right on the board with a shot from a pretty good angle as he beats the goalie Strasser. And it's 1-0. 1-0 white. Tristan had a goal in the first game that he played, which was with Gray. He got picked off a pass in the zone and came in alone and beat the goalie high. I think he actually beat poor Luca there with that shot. Luca's not going to want to see him anymore after this weekend. Puck comes over to me. Jeremy Atkins is going to get there first. He's blown into the bench by Sammy Albano. Takes out 3 guys as well. That's quite the hit. The puck is bumbled around in the neutral zone. The team can't get a bit any kind of cohesive going, but then Nick Ryan restores order. As 23, Atkins tries to repair the favor for Albano, but he didn't hit him anywhere near as hard as he got hit. Albano picks up the loose change, and Atkins is able to get it out in front and to Sherwood, and Sherwood's going to come up. It's 3-on-2. He's got Sieczkowski on him, and that's a save by Strasser. I'm going to call him Corey S. because I'm struggling with that name. Puck is then sent across the ice, and this will be 31 Noel Hurl who has it. As his coach screams him to move the puck, he manages to get it through 2 guys and gets it into the zone and gets taken off of it. But Jacob Hunter's going to get it. He cruises in. His shot is wide. 34 is Hurl. Set up again. It was Stalaxia, who's 31. I need to cross that out harder. All right. Puck is now caught on the wall as they do a puck battle for it. This is Malchman that gets it out. He gets it to Barreto. Barreto chases it down in the corner and backhands it to the line and gets it out. With a head of steam, that's not Gary Barber. That is Carson Sheldon, and the puck is deflected off of him and out and picked up by Gary Barber. He comes in. He's got a man on the other side. His shot saved. Actually, I'm not sure it ever got there as Waldschmidt gets it, and it comes back to center. Berengolts pivots and brings it in, but he's ruled to be offside, and we have a whistle with 12:57 to go in the first period of a 1-0 game for White. So the rules of this game are the same as the games this morning. It's run time for the first 2 periods. It's run time into the third period until there's 1 minute left. And with 1 minute left, we'll do stop clock until the end of the game in the third period. The difference tonight for these 2 games is they're 18 minutes in length. This afternoon's games were 16 minutes in length, which then explains the extended time in terms of the fact that this game is the second game is going to start an hour and a half after this one. This morning it started an hour and 15 after. That puck is brought out. Oh, Clark avoids the hit by 32 Brian Duffy, and White brings it in. It comes to the middle. Clark's shot stopped with a blocker by Strasser. Nice play. And Clark retrieves his own rebound. Gets it to Davidson. Davidson flicks it towards net, and it's caught in the pads and stopped by Strasser. That was a nice play by Clark, who's been a bit of a menace for White in this tournament. Davidson got a pair of goals in the first game for White, but Clark made both of those happen, as did Leo Smoot-Burko. Very effective line. In fact, Burko got the third goal, the one that won it, the game winner. But they've been hard to handle, and they're now matched up against, like I said, the good line, the top line for Green, which is Sam Bailey, Nick Ryan, and Sammy Albano. They did pretty much whatever they wanted against Gray. Had some trouble finishing, good goalie play, and a little bit of mistargeting. But they played really well. As Albano was knocked off the puck by Jeremy Atkins, as those two continue to do battle. It comes over here, and Kai Menzel reverse checks Albano and gets the puck. Now they fight for it, and it's along the wall in front of me. Sam Bailey gets it free. It's come to Pedigo, and that puck goes into the corner, and then it's played back into the zone by Pedigo as it bounced around a little bit. Davidson goes back to retrieve. Atkins ends up with the puck. Nathan Clark plays it through his skates and out. Menzel coming up, watched by Albano. It's knocked off his stick, but he's able to get it and avoid the hit by Barreto. Nick Ryan comes over and throws it behind the net to this side, where Smoot gets it, sends it right back the other way, and then it's played by 25, Sammy Albano. He gets it to Sam Bailey. That's Barreto again, I'm sorry, and he's surrounded by 3 White players, and the puck comes up. This is Colorez with it. As Sherwood jumps into the play, and 26 Kai Menzel's up there with him. And Colorez throws it in front, but there was nobody home, and it's going to be brought out by Waldschmidt. Actually, that doesn't quite get to the line. Oh, no, it is out. I'm sorry. And now a little bit of an issue with the puck, and here comes the shot, and it's blocked by Saradovotsev, who's starting in net for White tonight. That was a good shot by, who was that, 30? I believe that was 30 Green. That would have been Carson Sheldon who came in. He's looked good so far in this game, first 2 shifts. There's 6 players trying to pry the puck loose, and it comes to the stick of Jason Starr. He gets around one kid, but then it's turned over to Staglaclia, and he's able to get it to Sherwood. Pivots away from Sheldon once, twice, and Sheldon closes and stick checks him. Staglaclia picks it up, avoids the hit by Starr, changes direction. Christian Martinez comes over to give support, but they're able to get the puck out, they being White. And it's going to go for an icing. Took a little time to blow that whistle. They eventually do. We'll bring it back down here with 9:20 to go in the first. And Sherwood and Knut Hornquist collect. Run into each other on the way up the ice. It's kind of funny. Sherwood looked, I just got hit in the face. What are you doing? Well, they're fine. Face-off won by Green. This is Shane Cook flipping it below the goal line. It's played around by 29 White. That would be Pine Wade over here in front of me. I'm not going to get tired of saying in front of me, sorry. When you're standing on a scaffold looking over the glass, you said it a lot. Now it's played cross ice to Pine Wade. He gets it out to Colares, who brings it in 1-on-2. He's got Sherwood in the middle if he can see him, and he can't because he was surrounded by Green, and Martinez is able to get it out to center. And White will reset. Corey S. has got it. And I mean no disrespect by that, just his name. It's a good name. I just butchering it, and I don't want to do that. Sherwood throws it in and goes off for a change. Big hit in the corner on Corey by Barreto, I believe. The puck stays in the zone, though, as White continues to fight for it along the wall. Now it comes with the Mensa, whose slap shot is wide, short side, all the way out to the point. That's flicked in by 23, Jeremy Atkins, and stopped and turned to the corner. Now it comes out in front, and the goalie didn't know where it was. And I think Corey shot it right into his pad. He had no idea where that puck was. He was looking to his left. As I look at it to his left, and it's deflected, I heard it. Now 34 White takes a shot that rips high and wide. Didn't miss by much. That would be, that's Noah Hurl with the shot. And finally, the Green relief pressure get the puck to center. Good pressure by the White team here in the first period. It's been mostly White. If you look at the bounce of it, and this is Menzel coming with a head of steam. 1 through 4 manages to keep the puck and go to the corner. Avoids the hit by Padigo. Gets it in front, and Jacob Hunter had a good look, but he either got fouled or just missed it wide short side. And now it's over here to Sammy Albano coming in. His bad angle shot is wide and hits the glass and rolls all the way to center. Hunter collides with 34 Shane Cook trying to play the puck. Neither one of them get it. And it ends up in the green zone offside. Someone's asking for a hand gesture. Oh, that's Bailey giving his ex-teammate Knut crap, which is good. As I mentioned, there's a bunch of San Diego Sabres playing in this showcase. In this particular game, you've got 21 Whitey and Curran, who played for the Sabres. 23 Atkins, who we talked about already, played for the Sabres. And then Misha Sotovatsev, who's in net for White. They were all Sabres last year. We talked about the guys on the other side, Sam Bailey and Sammy Albano in the first game. So there's Sabres alumni all over the place as that comes all the way down the ice and glances off the back boards, and we'll go for icing. We'll come back down into the green defensive zone. And as you might imagine, for a tournament or a showcase, that's being held in San Diego, greater San Diego, the overwhelming number of kids in this camp are from the local area. Some of the folks are from outside. Kai Menzel's from Westchester Wolves. That's an NCD's team. We may have mentioned that in the first game. These are on White. Stefan Colares is from St. Mary's Prep, which is up the Bay Area. And I learned yesterday from him that they played in the Stockton High School Hockey League. A couple of years ago, they played in Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League. I remember them. And they've got a pretty good girls program, actually. What was it last year? Oh, that's as White's trying to move the puck and can, and it gets flicked out by Nick Ryan. He applies some pressure, but still actually is able to get away from it. And he throws it to the middle. Albano does a nice job of shielding the puck with his body. And the puck goes into the bench for a stoppage. As I was saying, St. Mary's Prep played in the 80 HSHL. That's the local Anaheim Ducks High School Hockey League last season. And I believe they went to the state final against the Central Cathedral Jets. losing 7-4 in that game. Green wins the faceoff, brings it up. This is Albano. He gets around one. He gets it to Ryan. That shot is turned away by Davidson. Then sent along the wall to Barreto. Barreto gets around to Ref. Leaves it for Ryan. Nice play. Ryan passes it over here to 21, Ian Curran, but Ian's unable to control it. He gets it back, though, at center, and here comes Green again. That is Sheldon, stopped with a blocker. Nick Ryan picks the rebound, turns to the corner with it. Looking for someone to pass. He'll shoot it. It's blocked by 29, Pine Wade. He's playing pretty well. You've called his name several times tonight. That was sent out for Barreto, and instead, here comes Corey S., watched by Ian Curran. He does a little toe draggy. He gets it to Smoot, but he can't get a shot off as Ryan gets the puck. And he almost found Starr wide open, but that was broken up at the last minute by Berengolts, and White's able to get the puck into their offensive zone. As Barreto pivots with it, gets it to Sheldon. He tried to hit Martinez with a pass, just passed him. The two guys are going to go down, and it's going to be whistled for icing, which is good. I think Jason Starr had Menzel lined up for a hit there if they didn't call that icing. So that's all good. 3:40 to go in the first period. It's been an entertaining first period. It is 1-0 White, as we mentioned. Some of the other kids that are not from the local area include Ruben Clark, 28 for White. He's from Nashville. Played 18 AAA with the Predators this past season. That puck is just out. Couldn't be held in by Atkins, but apparently they said it was good because he got sent back in. Although, as honest men, the White players all cleared the zone anyway. Now Menzel gets a turnover at center ice and brings it in. He's held up by Duffy. His shot is saved and stripped off the goalie by Sherwood, but into the corner. No harm, and there's a lot of movement around the back of the net to try to get control of it. Now Nick Pedigo is going to restore and get it all the way across, and he's going to find Sheldon. Sheldon can't quite control it. He gets pinned against the wall as Atkins and he do battle. And now 4 or 5 more guys join in, and Sherwood's going to come out with it first. He knocked off a hit stick by Waldschmidt. Menzel chips it forward, but not too far as it stuts at the blue line or the red line. And Sheldon gets taken out by Menzel, and that's going to be whistled for a penalty. I think they're going to get Kai for a trip. And we'll explain the penalty rules again. There are no power plays in this showcase. If there's a penalty called, it's a penalty shot. So everybody has to line up on the other side of the red line. Well, just as soon as coach pulls his guys off the ice. And Sheldon, this will be Carson Sheldon with the penalty shot here. They blow the whistle, and here he goes. Guys come flying up the ice. Sheldon stopped with a pad by Davidson and cleared out by Hurl. Held in, though, by 34 Shane Cook, and now sent around to the wall to this side, where it's Berengolts is able to send it up and gets it to Gary Barber. He makes the man turn around. That would be Ian Curran. Goes across the goal mouth, and his shot is stopped by Strasser. Goes into the corner. Berengolts he tried to go D-to-D, but he missed it. Ends up flipping it towards the half wall, and it comes out. This is Noah Hurl, 34, who flips it in. And Green gets it. It ends up in the middle, and Sheldon's able to keep Gary Barber from getting a clean look. Salakia gets a shot, and it's blocked. Hurl has it, throws it into the corner, where Jacob Hunter tries to fish it out and can't. Now on a half wall, Sheldon and Hunter do battle, and Hunter comes up with it. He gets around Shane Cook. He gets it back to Berengolts at the line. He tried to return it to Hunter and missed him. Under a minute to go in the first. That pass from Barber's flipped out, and a nice play by Sheldon. He's off to the races. Here comes Berengolts over. Sheldon kind of fanned on the shot, and Berengolts was able to get there and stop it. He throws it in deep for Lucy, who's held up by Salakia. And then it's played behind the net to Berengolts, and we'll reset as Salakia has the puck with less than 30 seconds to go in the first period. He makes a move, gets it over here to Berengolts. Berengolts tried to hit Barber and missed it. Nick Ryan picks up that loose change. He fans on the shot, stopped with a pad by Misha, and then TJ Lucy came in for a good shot, and that was turned away by Misha. Puck is over here on the wall. This is Leon Smoot-Burko who gets it to Berengolts. Berengolts avoids Nick Ryan. White can't get the puck out of their own end all of a sudden. as Nick had it and then lost it, and now it's flipped to center. And they'll probably, they're going to call ice on that? They are, but the clock is going to run out. And that'll be the end of the first period. This is why it takes a 1-0 lead to the bench. And we'll pause briefly on this Instagram live stream for a quick break. From Ice Realm Carlsbad, it's 1-0 Woo. All right, we're getting ready to start the second period here. We have goalie change for White as Sonny Kukaraki is going to take the net to start the second period. This matches what happened in the first game. In the first game, Kukaraki played 2 periods and Misha played 1. So I would imagine in this game they're going to reverse that. Misha will play first and third, and Kukaraki will play the second. Faceoff was won so cleanly, it went right through the green defenseman, and it's sent on net by Davidson, but wide. And then it's flipped into the bench and might have knocked Jeremy Bloom's coffee over. We can't have that. It's dangerous being on the bench around here. As long as the pucks stay on the bench and don't come over the glass and me, we're good. All right, top line versus top line here. Faceoff was won to the side and played by Barreto. He then leaves it in the corner where everybody had vacated, and Albano tried to get it and missed it. It stays in the zone. This is Barreto recovering. He finds Sam Bailey at the line, 2v2. His shot stopped by Kukaraki. The rebound was loose, but no one could get to it other than a White defender. And now it's played out in front. Sammy Albano puts it away, and we're tied at 1. So a combination that worked really well during the regular season as well, as Sam Bailey finds Sammy Albano loose in front, and he beats Kukaraki glove side high. And right here at the beginning of the second period, we're tied at 1. Face-off won by Green, played D to D. Cook is forced to turn around because of where the pass was, and Corey S. knocks him down. Now Sherwood tries to get it and can't find it. And Martinez has got it. And it's going to get out of the zone now as Martinez tried to hit Starr at center ice and missed him. Menzel has it. Menzel keeps the puck. Menzel hit by Starr into the wall. Puck comes down here into the right white zone, and that's going to be whistled for icing. And there seems to be a disagreement on where the face-off should be, or if it was even icing. Looks like Aiden Cosgrove has decided he made a bad call. We're going to have a face-off at center ice. Gotta love the honesty here. Face-off won by White, and then fanned on a D-to-D pass. This is Martinez coming in, mugged by 2 people. Menzel gets it to Sherwood, who gives it right back to Menzel. He comes in, 3-on-2. His shot is high. Riser over the blocker of Strasser. It comes out here to the side. This is Corey S. His shot just missed the post on the near side. And Starr sends it out and then gets hit by two guys for his trouble as White recovers and sends it right back in. That's probably going to die. There won't be any icing. This is Kern getting the puck to Starr. Starr pivots with it, but it ends up moving towards the net even further as a good forecheck by Sherwood. Green is having trouble getting the puck out. Martinez and Colares do battle and both drag each other down. That puck comes to Sherwood. He throws out in front. There was no one there. Menzel picks it up and it's stopped at a blocker by Strasser. To the corner. Sherwood back at the line has it. Can't find it. Menzel picks it up. Skates through two men. He's got Colares open. Great save. Strasser on the feed. Menzel found Colares open. And Strasser got over. It helps being 6'9" sometimes. Puck is knocked out of the air and played by Sherwood. He brings it in 1-on-2. He couldn't quite get around Ian Kern, and that puck's played back to center. And this is Lucy working on, I believe that is Stalactia, and 32 is Berengolts. He gets the shot off. They don't know where it is. It ended up behind the net on the wall. White trying to get it to the front. Lucy centers it and is taken out of there by Colors of White, and now it's going to come back up the ice this way. This is Gary and Barber with it. He brings it in 1-on-2, passes it over to 34 Hurl, and that ends up behind the net and over here to the side where Hayden Stalakia is able to hold it in. Over to Berengolts, watched by Lucy. Shot on and scored through traffic. Nice shot. Owen Berengolts puts it past the goalie, and it's 2-1 White. Strasser might be 6'9", but even he's susceptible to a screen, and there were about three guys standing in front of him combined from both teams. The shot went far side. It might have been tipped. Couldn't tell from my angle, but he did find the post on the far side with a shot, and White leads 2-1 now. This is a kind of a carbon copy of the first game they gave up. Well, no, I take that back because they scored first in this one. Now Berengolts pivots with the puck in the corner, trying to get away from the attacking Green forward, and he gets it to Jacob Hunter, who's able to get it up to the red line, and it's played in deep. This is Albano covering back. Gets the puck to Nick Ryan. Ryan doing battle with Berengolts. Now with Jacob Hunter, tried to pin him along the way. He kicks it forward. Bailey's able to get to it. But White is able to free it up, and Stalaglia he got hit by... He did get hit by Bailey, but White's able to control the puck, and here comes Gary and Barber. 3-on-2. Walchman takes it off his stick. Nick Ryan with a good hit on 34 Hurl. Puck is sent in deep. Now out in front, and it ends up right underneath the goalie Strasser, who covers. And that kills the play with just under 12 minutes to go in the second period of a 2-1 game. I see that they've decided to shift their lines a little bit, Green has, and they've now got a different line out against Davidson, Clark, and Smoot Burko. Smoot Burko, excuse me. It's been kind of even between those two lines, but it's been even. So Nathan Clark with a shot, and it rolls through and in. Off the face-off. It leaked through 5-hole, and it's 3-1. Strasser having a little bit of a tough night here. This face-off won by White. That's shot on by Starr, stopped by Kukuraki. And Smoot's going to find Nathan Clark. No, it ends up getting deflected over here to the side, and Starr's got it. He plays it across to his D-man, who tried to hit 30 Sheldon Cutting, but missed him. Instead, Berengolts got it. and sends it up here, where it is sent around by Pedigo. Green having some trouble getting through the neutral zone. Now they do. This is 28, Dean Johnson taking off the puck, and they've got a little bit of a break. Nathan Clark is ahead of the defense. His shot scores. I think he beat him on the pads on the blocker side. Defensive breakdown by Green, and he pushes it past. Now 4-1 White. We're about halfway through the second period. They got 6 guys on the ice. No, they don't. Pat Menzel now playing forward. I thought he was a D-man. He is. He's playing up now. And here comes White again. This is Sherwood. Finds Sieczkowski. Corey S. with the pass, but his deflection is just past the far post. White fires it on. That one stopped. Just held underneath the pad, the left pad of Strasser. Then we get a stoppage, and we're going to get a goalie change. As David Wegner is going to come out. Strasser is going to head off. Green wins the faceoff. Curran sends it to center. It's flipped right back in by Atkins. Waldschmidt has to come get it. Up the wall and out. That'll be played into the White neutral zone. Right back up to Corey S. Now Coloris is able to get it. He goes into the wall. Watched by Waldschmidt. Makes a move, gets around him. Looking for somebody who's open. Finds Corey S. but it was behind him, and it ends up in the corner. Corey has the puck. Gets it to Sherwood. Sherwood looking. Finds 23 Atkins at the point. He rifles it off the crossbar and into the netting. Blistered at the net. Welcome to the game, Daniel Wegner. Atkins missed that shot by like 2 inches. This is Corey with a shot, scores! Beat Wegner 5-hole. Wegner's faced 2 shots. First one was rifled off the crossbar. Second one beat him 5-hole. White has it again. Here they come. Sherwood shot knocked down with the glove by Wagner. He gets it to Nick Ryan, who's going to bring it up. Watched by Sherwood from behind. He tries to stick him and can. Ryan lifts the puck in the middle for Bailey. Bailey slapping at a bouncing puck. Having trouble controlling it. Now he has it. He's watched by 2 men. He gets it to Barreto. Tipped by Ryan is stopped by Kukuraki. First shot in a while for Green. Stalakia has it now. Gets it out. He gets rid of the puck before he gets hit. He comes to center and is flipped in by Ryan. Berengolts is going to get it. Play it up to center. That might be Nathan Clark wearing 32. It's held in by Stalagia. He's going to come get it. He toe dragged and missed it. Barreto's going to take it off of him and head up the ice. He's got Albano with him. His shot high. Didn't hit anything other than the glass. Now it's held in by Bailey. He steps around and checked by Coloris. Throws it across to Starr, who buries it top corner. And it's 5-2. Nice shot by Jason Starr on a good feed from Sam Bailey. And after 4 consecutive goals, Green is able to stop the bleeding a little bit. It's 5-2 as we roll towards late in the second period. It's played up to Waldschmidt. He retreats a little bit. Gets it through center, but that might go for icing. 23 is Jason Starr trying to get there, and he does, not blown dead. Now it's on this wall, and Jacob Hunter's able to get it to the line and out. And he's got some room. He finds 34. That shot is just past the far post. Nice shot. Noah Hurl. Now Jacob's got it again. He skates in. Tried to get a tip, but Walshman broke that up. Starr tried to get the puck and couldn't. It goes back to Jacob, and Walshman broke that up. Then Walshman gets his stick on Jacob's shot, and it goes into the ceiling and the netting. That's a pretty good defensive sequence for Cohen Waldschmidt. Broke up 3 goals on that situation. Good looks from White. They probably would have scored at least one of them if it weren't for Cohen. Nicely done. We're going to have a face-off here right in front of me to the left of the goalie with 4:20 to go in the second period. Won by Green. Barreto plays it to Curran. Curran plays it out of the zone. This is Lucy trying to get there. He can as Atkins throws it up the ice. And then it's sent in. Barreto back checks. Puck flops into the air. They fight for it along the wall here. Johnson gets it out. Kai Menzel is forced to retreat, and he gives it over here to the wall. There's a hit between Lucy and Atkins. Comes in now for Green. It's turned over. This is Gary and Barber with the puck. Watched by Ian Kern. He's got Berengolts back and Hurl cutting. His shot is rising, deflected, but caught by Wegner. Was slowed down by the deflection, but it looked like it might tumble into the net if it wasn't caught, and it was caught. Now I'll snuff out that little rally. So we roll up on 3:30 to go in the second period of a 5-2 game. This is Albano coming through, played by Slovakia. Now Nick Ryan tried a toe drag and was unsuccessful, and it's a foot race. Waldschmidt's going to get there again, beats Smoot Barco to the puck. But Smoot Barco stayed right on him and knocks the puck away. This is Ruben Clark now coming around. He's got Davidson. He gets to the Davidson who shoots and scores from the doorstep. Nice play. Way to handle the puck, Ruben Clark, to hold on to it. And it's 6-2 White. That's Davidson's first goal of this game, third goal of the afternoon. White gets the face-off. And this is Davidson again, and it's an offside. And we'll come back out to neutral ice. The clock continues to tick down. No clear winner of this face-off as it's underneath the two combatants, but now it heads into the green offensive zone as Starr has it. He throws it towards the middle, but there's no one home. Barreto chips it past Newt Burko, trying to keep it in his zone. Good pinch. This is Sheldon, I think, with the puck. He rolls it in on net, and Kukaraki, is able to cover it. And we close in on 1 minute to go in the second period. This is Corey S. The puck. He's got Sherwood with him. Barreto is back. He gets it to Sherwood. Sherwood loses the handle, but holds it up. And then Barreto gets him off the puck, although he held Barreto's stick. It's chipped in a little bit deeper by White. This is Colarez. He tries to find 35 Berengolts. I think that's it. Maybe it's Nathan Clark. And the puck is loose over here. Sherwood sends it all the way around the ice. It's held in by 29 Pine Wade. Now there's some hitting going on as Pineway levels a hit. This is Barito, can't sit with the puck. And he's put into the wall as the puck lays there. He fights off two guys to keep it. And Lucy's the man that gets it out. The footers will be won by Pine Wade. He flips it off the wall, and that probably will do it. Barito's going to take a slapper at the end, but it's over the crossbar, and that'll end the second period. Good period for Green. I think they put up 5. We're going to go to the third period. It's 6-2. Good period for White. Put up 5. Excuse me. We'll take a slight break. We're going to go to the third period. It's 6-2 White. Don't drop the puck. The clock isn't reset. You got it started. Good. Good job, Mikey. Puck comes in, and 35, that's Waldschmidt plays it. Up the wall, but not quite out. Since this is a 6-2 game, let's talk about some of these players here maybe a little bit. We'll keep an eye on the action. Center Ross to Coularez. He gets it to Sherwood. Sherwood to Atkins. Atkins' shot is blocked to the corner. And now it's played up to Sam Bailey, who's not able to get it out of the zone as it's held in by Corey S. It comes loose in front and it's picked up by 34 Shane Cook. This is Bailey. He leaves it in the middle. Nick Ryan's shot stopped by Misha with a glove. Nice shot. Nice stop. Garion Barber now with the puck. It's knocked off of his stick, and it's going to be held in by Hayden Stalactia behind the net. They fight for it at center. And this will be, I'm pretty sure this is, that's Barito with the puck. He comes in 2-on-3. His shot is blocked by Hayden Stalactia, but he retrieves his rebound. Sheldon now has it. Gets it back to the point. Point shot by Kern is stopped with a blocker by Misha. Nathan Clark has, I think that's Berengolts. Berengolts has it. Gets it to Hunter, gives it to Hurl. Hurl coming up with Barber. 2-on-3. He's going to pivot and wait for help. They get knocked off the puck. And it's flipped out into the netting, and it'll be a whistle. Ruben Clark, who played for the 18 AAA Junior Preds, had 32 goals and 21 assists this year for 50 points. I believe he played 48 games this season. So what we're seeing here in this tournament is pretty indicative of what he did last season. And it's not a tournament, it's a showcase, sorry. That shot by Barber is high. And it's into the corner where he does battle with Sheldon. And Christian Martinez is going to bring it out. And it's flipped out of the green offensive zone by Sheldon. And played by Berengolts. Berengolts. Oh, Sheldon stripped him of it but couldn't turn it on net. And Barber's going to bring it up. He's got Hurl with him. That shot is way wide. Hunter chases it down. Gets it to Barber. who gives it to 29 Pine Way, but it's lost and flipped out. Everybody changes, but Wade had to go get it. By the time he got it, everybody was back on the ice. Hunter sends it in and goes off for a change. It rolls in front, but luckily the only guy there was Ian Curran of green. Because there was a yawning open cage there for a minute. This is Pedigo, has it knocked off, has the pass intercepted by Clark. Clark throws loosely into the boards. It's sent out in front. Nice pass by 28 Dean Johnson. But it was broken up by White. And Nathan Clark's going to come up, and they got a 3-on-2. He's got Smoot. He gets it over to him. It's behind him. Smoot-Burgo pivots with it. He's able to throw it on net, but Lucy's going to pick that off and play it into the corner and now around. And everybody was on the other side of the ice. So that's going to roll all the way to center. Dean Johnson had it for a minute. It's still at center. It's going to get sent in by Ian Curran. And it'll be played by Clark as he waits for people to get set. Clark gets around Lucy, brings it up. He's got a bad angle shot. It goes all the way through the crease and out. It's a foot race, but Lucy's going to get there. He's got a 3-on-2. Atkins is able to take it away from him with his skates and flip it to center, where it gets through the two defensemen, and Barreto is going to have to go back and get it. He gets it over here to Sam Albano. The puck's going to come in and dive. Bailey's able to get to it. Misha tried to flip it to the corner, but Bailey got to it and shot it, and it was deflected into the netting with 14:50 to play in the game. Let's see. Cole Davidson for White. Played defense for the 16 AA junior goals this year. He had 11 goals and 10 assists in his season. That puck is flipped in by Corey Esmond. It's going to be played by Shane Cook into the corner. Sammy Albano is able to hit Stalakia, but Cohen Walshman's going to get it. He goes right by Nick Ryan's stick. He finds it, tried to pass it across, and it's flipped in the air on the block by Atkins, and here comes Kolarez now. He's knocked off the puck. Waldschmidt's got it, spins away from Sherwood, flips it off the wall and out. Sent back in by Clark. That was Berengolts sent it in. All right. And it's caught by Wegner and held for a whistle. This is Starr coming in. Shot saved by Saradovatsev. Nice save. He got loose on a breakaway. And now White comes the other way. Shot attempt by Hunter was blocked and played to center. Pearl gets it back to, I think that's Berengolts now. He's able to flip it. Was briefly intercepted by Martinez, and here comes Barber. Barber's shot, save by Wegner. Hunter has the rebound. Mensel's shot is into the netting behind the net. That is going to be played. What was it, a high stick? What happened here? Yep, we're going to have a penalty shot, looks like. This is Jacob Hunter coming in on a penalty shot. He shoots and scores. And it's 7-2 White. We line it up again. Jacob Hunter had one of the more legendary penalty shots that I've seen last year during the CAHA 18AA state playoffs. His team, the San Diego Saints, he has the puck behind the net. He gets it out to the point. This is Atkins' shot. That's stopped. He had the San Diego Saints were playing in Empire's 18AA team. And Empire needed to win in regulation to make the semifinals. And the Saints managed to tie the game with 49 seconds left. With the tie, they were guaranteed to go through, and Empire was done. But they played it out, which is what they should have done. They got through a 5-minute overtime, and then they went to penalty shots. And neither team could score as Sammy Albano works his way through 3 people and shoots it just wide of Misha. He gets it to Nick Ryan, who gets it to Bailey. He tried to hit Sammy with a pass but missed him. This is Waldschmidt out the line. He gets it to Nick Ryan. Albano's got it. It sort of flutters through the crease. Good pinch by Barreto again as he gets the puck. Watched by Menzel. And managed to get in front to Ryan. Ryan throws it to Bailey. I don't think he was expecting it. He managed to do a nice job to corral it, but he's unable to beat Misha. That shot comes out from the point by Albano. And it's blocked, I think. Now played by Wegner off the wall. He gets it up here to 26. That's Sam Bailey again, sorry. Bailey turns and gets it to Starr. He's able to hold on to it. Goes around. Gets it out here to the point. Ian Curran's got it. He finds Martinez. I think he tried to feather it through there, but was equal parts too hard and not hard enough. He ends up back to Curran, and they're going to blow that dead saying it was offside. So at any rate, it goes to penalty shots, and no one can score. It ended up, I think, 9 straight rounds of nobody scoring on the penalty shot, and it finally gets to Jacob Hunter's turn. And I remember thinking, wouldn't it be funny if he just slap shotted this and beat the goalie? And that's exactly what ended up happening. He skated in with the puck and took a slap shot and beat the goalie blocker side high to win the game for the Saints as Nathan Clark gets the puck and he gets it out to Cole Davidson, who's all alone. Great sliding stop by Cohen Waldschmidt. Broke up the pass just long enough that he wasn't able to finish it and connect with Smoot Burko, who was driving in. And then the net is knocked off its moorings, and we've got a whistle. The Saints ended up going to semis that year. They knocked out Tri-Valley in overtime, 3-2. And then lost in the final to the 18UAA Junior Ducks, 3-1. So, heck of a year for the Saints. As that puck is saved by Wegner, and then Clark was wide open on the doorstep, and Wegner stoned him too. Nice job, Daniel Wegner. Could have easily been 8-2. It's always good to see your goalie continue to compete in all situations, regardless of what the score is. That's what you want. You don't want your guy to sag because, your team is having a rough go of it. Now that pass behind the net is blocked and sent out in front, but Johnson's unable to beat the goalie, Sardavantsev, and Smoot Burgo is going to race Lucy. Corey S. is going to get there. His shot is in, beats Wegner glove side, and it's 8-2. This is Sherwood now bringing it in. He chips it into the zone. Watched by Ian Curran. Colores gets there first, and they fight for it along the wall. It's thrown over here to the half wall, and this is going to be Berengolts who gets it. He throws it behind the net. Colores pivots with it, looking for a guy to give it to. He found Sherwood, but he wasn't able to turn it on. Now there's a fight in front, and it's covered by Wegner. That didn't go in. No way. Get a little happy with the goal horn there in the box. Face-off won by Green. Picked off by Menzel. They tried to clear it out to Bailey. That shot is saved by Wegner, point blank from Sherwood. White has kind of done anything they want in this game. As we roll towards 5 minutes to play in the third. Albano's trying to get it to Bailey, and does. He comes in 1-on-2, tried to toe drag Atkins. Atkins' clearing attempt is blocked by Curran, and then Sherwood gets it off the wall and out, and it rolls through to Corey. That's the 2-on-1. He sauces it to Colores, who can't control it, as it was bouncing, and Albano rides him into the wall. It comes back out in front. Sherwood's shot is in. It's 9-2. This is Hurl's shot, saved by Wegner. Here comes Starr. He can't get around Menzel. Johnson's got it. He leaves it for Starr. Starr leaves it right back for him. He gets it on. It's stopped by Misha and covered. Blown dead even before he got it covered, but he was leaping towards it, so no issues with that. That was Carson Sheldon, excuse me, who's 30 green. And we'll have a face-off on the far side. Face-off won by White. Menzel will play it behind the net. He's going to leave it for Atkins. Going to throw it off the wall and out. And I think that'll be icing. And it will. We go under 4 minutes now. Well, this game was scheduled to go till 9:15, and the next game is supposed to start at 9:30. Maybe we'll get a nice cut and start a little early. Face-off win by White. Atkins flips it off the wall and down. Hurl's going to get there first. He's got Barber in front. Save Wegner. As Waldschmidt gets it. Throws it across to his D partner. And it's knocked back behind the net, and Waldschmidt's going to have to go pick it back up. This time he plays it up. Pedigo tried to get there and couldn't. Wagner's going to stop that behind the net. He'll play it to Martinez. And now it's stuck on the wall. The clock is not running. Clock! Clock! And we play as the clock is stuck at 3:50 to go. Well, there it goes. Clock's paused for a second there. No, just trying to help. That Menzel has it, gets it all the way up to Hurl. His shot is stopped by Wegner. You know, the good thing about standing up here on the scaffold is you can see what's going on with the scoreboard. At any rate, this is Barber pivoting with it. He tried to find Hurl in the middle and was knocked to the corner by Barreto. And it's played around, and this is going to be 28 is Dean Johnson bringing it up. He takes out two guys as he loses the puck. I think that was Nathan Clark who stopped it. Now there's a pocket pick, and here comes Barber. His shot stopped. Great save again by Wigner, and it's played into the corner. Here comes Green. This is Barito. His shot right into the glove of Saratovotsev and stopped. Wagner's made some beautiful saves, some dazzling ones no less. He's played well despite the score you see on the board. As we roll down. Face-off win by Green back to Waldschmidt. He throws it towards the net wide. Bailey's going to get it. Put it in front looking for Albano, but he was covered by 2 men. And that puck is flipped out of the zone and down. Now Albano's got it. He gives it to Nick Ryan. Ryan tried to get through 2 guys and couldn't, but Bailey's going to pick the puck up because it was loose. And he's taken off of it by Stalakia. Waldschmidt pinches and holds it in. Ryan has it, loses it. Burko throws it out of the zone, trying to hit Clark. The pass by Kern is picked off by Reuben Clark, and he scores. And that'll make it 10-2, unfortunately. I think that was Clark's third. And our clock operator threw his hat onto the ice. Face off won by White. This is Menzel. We're having fun here in Carlsbad. Even though the score is a little lopsided, we're still having some fun. Sherwood has it. Wade was knocked down in front. Gets it back to Menzel. Menzel back to Sherwood. Sherwood back to Corrias. Corrias tried to hit Berengolts. Berengolts down to Sherwood. He lets it go through him. Barito is going to get there. Oh, he can't get it away from Wade. Now it's knocked off of his stick, and this is Nick Ryan. He sauces it to Albano, and Bailey's able to get it to Albano. He comes in, tries to go around the back on Berengolts, and it's stopped by both him and Misha. Nice play. Barito has the puck taken away by Reuben Clark. He gets around Nick Ryan. He gets around Bailey. He gets hit by Albano, and Bailey's got it with 46 seconds to play in the period. And also the game, he brings it in 1-on-3. And he's knocked off the puck by Menzel, and this is Sherwood coming up the ice. He gets it to Wade, tipped in. Barito turns around to go get it. Now they fight for it in the corner. And it's going to come to the middle. Menzel's going to softly put it in front, and it's stopped. Again, great save Wagner, and it goes behind the net. This is Corrias. His shot is stopped. This is Clark looking. He gets it to Wade. Stopped again by Wagner. And Waldschmidt's going to flip it up the ice to Starr. Starr brings it in offside. His shot is stopped by Misha's pads. And that'll end the period. End the game. And your final score, White 10, Green 2. And we'll have the MVP of the game here in a second. And then we'll do an ice cut and we'll be ready to go for game 2 this evening. As everybody lines up. I can't hear what he's saying. Reuben Clark. So Reuben Clark is named player of the game. He had 3 goals, and he'll get highly sought after San Diego Sabres set of gloves. As the hat shows back up on the ice one more time. And with that, we're going to call it a night. So we'll be back here in about 15 minutes for the last game of the day. I hope you'll be willing to stick around. Thank you for listening in to the live stream. This is Mike Metzger from Icetown Carlsbad. Gavin. Yeah, we're good. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks. Take care, everybody.